Hey, everybody, and welcome to the Deep Dive. We're getting close to April in 2025 now.
Yeah, it is.
And looking out the window here,
It's a rainy one.
it's a proper rainy day.
Yeah.
And I always think those are perfect for a little reflection and looking back. And that's just what we're going to do today.
Indeed. And we have a real fascinating subject to look back on, too.
We do.
We're focusing on pioneer life right here in Ashley County, specifically how they managed the essentials, food, clothing, and even keeping clean.
Yes, and that keeping clean part.
Yeah.
Our listener wrote in and pointed us to a really fantastic resource, Y.W. Etheridge's History of Ashley County. And it is packed with details about those early days. I mean, it's just incredible, the things we're learning as we're reading this.
Absolutely. And as you mentioned, this listener wrote in and shared this with us. So thank you to our listener for sharing this.
Yes, thank you.
And our goal today is to extract some of the most insightful information we can and present that to you, the Ashley County Now community.
So think of it like this. We're going on a historical wander. Yes.
But from the comfort of our homes, because it's a rainy day.
Yes. Our mission is to understand the daily realities of life before Ashley County was Ashley County as we know it today. So that means before large-scale industrialization and the Civil War, of course.
Yeah.
So let's dive into that a little bit.
Yeah.
You shared with us before we started recording here that before Ashley County had a name, before it was even Ashley County, it was known as the Great Wilderness.
The Great Wilderness.
What an image that conjures up.
It does. So paint us a picture. What did the area look like?
Okay, so we have to remember that the surrounding counties like Union and Drew were already established with,
Yeah.
1818 and 1846, respectively.
Okay.
And it's interesting to note that the first courts for what would eventually become Drew County were actually held within the boundaries of present-day Ashley County at the home of Alexander Rawls.
Yeah, so you can really get a sense of the gradual organization of the region. But before all of that, before any European settlement, we have to recognize this land was already home to people with their own long history here, the indigenous inhabitants.
It's true. It's so important as
Yeah.
we're going through this that we keep in mind that this wasn't just an empty landscape, just waiting to be settled.
Absolutely.
These were established communities, and they had their own rich traditions, their own knowledge.
Absolutely. And those indigenous inhabitants were the Quapaw people.
The Quapaw.
And, early European explorers, they knew them by various names, Arkansas, Arkansas, Acancia, Capas, before the Quapaw became the standard. What's fascinating, something that Etheridge highlights is their reputation.
Yeah.
They were described as tall, well-built, brave, and highly skilled in hunting and fishing. Notably, they maintained peaceful relationships with both the French and the Americans
Wow.
for quite some time.
Quite some